We right back at you. It's Pledge Allegiance to Hip Hop. It's your boy Doug DiBiase. That battle, Snoop Dogg, DMX. Who did y'all have before? Who do you think won? Were y'all keeping score? If you were keeping score, or you have an understanding for who you think won, chime in. Write in the comments. Let's chop it up a little bit. Let's chop it up. I had it being close from the beginning. Now, if y'all go back to my last video, you remember that I said 11-9, and my final calculations, I had it 9 DMX, 8 Snoop, and 4 ties. It was a lot of ties. That's a lot of songs. Like I said, everything I said pretty much happened. A lot of the songs was going to even each other out, and that's what happened. Snoop's catalog is great. DMX's catalog is excellent. These two had a vibe going. I feel like Swiss set the tone as far as making it, I feel like, maybe less competitive and more oriented towards each round being a certain style. I could be wrong, but I felt like that was a factor in the battle, which made it better because it was more even. Like, I scored it, like I said, 9 DMX, 8 Snoop, 4 ties. I heard a few people saying Snoop won that I spoke to earlier. At a certain point, I felt kind of guilty for keeping score, because it's like, man, this is history right here. This is the Battle of the Dogs is something that for centuries that they'll look back at. This is a capsule in history, hip hop history, as two greats going head to head, having a good time, celebrating hip hop, portraying us in a good light, and also giving you some history lessons on things that were going on around this time, and understanding that these two people knew each other's catalog very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my favorite part, when Snoop played Bitches Ain't Shit, yo. Did you see how DMX almost fell out his chair? Like, he was hyped. He was waiting for that. He wanted to say, like, yo, his favorite song. Nah, he come on, hey, yo, my favorite joint, yo. You know what I mean? But you ain't played yet. So, you know what I mean? Like, so I could tell that was the song that he wanted to hear. As soon as he heard it, he almost fell out of his seat, man. He was on his feet before Snoop was. He was on his feet before Snoop was, man. He was all with it, like, dog. That was my favorite moment, man. Like, that moment right there was like, X knew in so many words to that song, and it was all genuine. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beautiful thing about this whole thing. It's organic, it's real, and it's from the culture, and it's from legends, given to everyone, so everyone has a chance to learn. Younger generations, I know some people, on the West Coast that she felt like Snoop won, and that's the beauty of it, because it's a victory for everyone at the end. If you think Snoop won, Snoop won. If you think DMX won, DMX won. Because you know what? They both won. The culture won. And this is why we say pledge allegiance to the culture, because of moments like this. And that's why I'm happy to be covering this, because this is organic from the ground up. Everything that my team and I are about. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. So after song 15, I had a 6-6-3 tie. And that's when things got crucial for me, because anybody could have won. From my scorecard, of course. From my scorecard. I'm just giving you what I had to you. The next round was X's Niggas Done Started Something versus Doggy Dog World. And I gave that song, I gave that to DMX. Niggas Done Started Something. That's a hard track. Like a lot of these songs DMX got is just hard, rough. You're gonna hear it in the lyrical content. And if it's a battle, that song wins. But Doggy Dog World is a classic. Don't get it twisted. It's just not as hard to me as Niggas Done Started Something. You know what I mean? That's a classic Rough Riders track right there. And then DMX came back and played 4-3-2-1. And, you know, Snoop did something for the homies back on the West Coast, the gangbang culture. He played the song I Love It. So that was a shout out to his culture and where he comes from and his neighborhoods and the surrounding areas, which is what this is about too. And nevertheless, I gave a point to DMX. But the fact that Snoop did that in that moment showed that it wasn't about really a battle. You know, here it was about just bringing love, bringing people together, showing love, and representing for your people. So, once again, next round, Money, Power, Respect was on, versus PIMP, 50 Cent, PIMP remix, I believe. Once again, Money, Power, Respect is just a hard track, and I didn't have no East Coast bias and none of that. Like, this is just, you know. Because it was neck and neck, like I said, at that one point. So, Rough Riders Anthem versus G-Thing. That's a tie. Y'all know that's a tie. Man. Rough Riders Anthem, you can't, that's an automatic W and if anybody plays anything else in any catalog. Like, but G-Thing? You can't, it was tough, man. So that was a tie for me. I don't know what how y'all scored it, but that's what I had. And DMX had Up in Here was the next song. That was actually the 20th song. It was 21 songs this time. Up in Here, DMX versus Snoop Dogg, Drop It Like It's Hot. And I gave that to Snoop. Yeah, Drop It Like It's Hot. I gave that round to Snoop. Like, Drop It Like It's Hot is a banger. I don't care, East Coast, West Coast, whatever, you know. So Snoop got that one, and he actually got the next two, and the last one as well, Where the Hood At versus Next Episode. So yeah, that wraps it up, man. This is a great battle. Leave some comments. Let me know what your favorite moment was. Let me know who you want to see next. You know, subscribe. Click the link in the bio. Get familiar. We got some more things coming to you, and appreciate you guys. Thank you. I had a respect for your lady.